roofing maintenance and repairs. Tips for homeowners.
Welcome back to the Omeworks Roofing Podcast. Today we're diving into a topic that's probably on a lot of homeowners' minds, especially with all this crazy UK weather we've been having. Roofing maintenance and repairs.
Absolutely. And let's talk about that financial aspect right away. The starting price for the services we're discussing today can be as low as £1,000.
Which is incredible when you compare it to a full roof replacement, which we know can easily run upwards of £20,000.
Exactly. So today we're taking a deep dive into our specialty at Omeworks Roofing, professional roof inspections, repairs, and when necessary, complete replacements.
That's right. We're going to help our listeners figure out those little signs that their roof might be trying to tell them something's up. How to know if they need just a little patch up or the whole shebang. Full replacement.
And of course, we're going to talk about the dreaded costs, but we'll try to break it down and make it all a little less scary.
Let's start with that scenario that probably every homeowner has had at some point. You're inside, it's pouring rain, and you hear that dreaded drip, drip, drip.
That sound usually causes a bit of panic. But honestly, it's not always a disaster. Sometimes it's a simple fix. So how do you even know what you're dealing with?
Right, what are the signs that something's not right up there? Some things are pretty obvious, like missing or cracked tiles. Those are like waving a red flag.
And water is definitely going to find a way in through those gaps. That's when a few strategically placed new tiles could be all you need.
But sometimes the signs are a bit sneakier. Like you might see water stains on your ceiling or even sagging in certain parts of the roof. That's a sign that something more serious could be going on.
And that's where those regular inspections come in. At Homeworks, we really stress this to our clients. Catching things early can save you a lot of trouble and money in the long run.
It's a good habit to get into. Maybe check your roof a couple of times a year, especially after storms. Those can really do a number on your roof.
Now, let's say the damage is done and you're thinking, okay, I need a new roof or at least some major work. How do you even begin to choose the right material, especially with our unpredictable UK weather?
That's a big one. The UK really puts our roofs to the test. Rain, wind, sometimes even snow and ice. That's a lot to handle, so durability and weather resistance are top priorities.
Let's go through some of the popular options we offer at Homeworks. You have those tried and true materials. You can't go wrong with slate and concrete tiles. You see those on so many UK homes.
Those are like the classic British roof. They're durable, fire resistant, and can last for ages with proper care.
For flat roofs, we recommend EPDM rubber or GRP fiberglass. Those are becoming really popular with our clients.
They're great for waterproofing and can be more budget-friendly than traditional felt.
What about metal roofs? We've been installing more of those lately.
They're super long-lasting. We're talking 50 years or more. And they're very energy efficient too. They reflect sunlight, which can help keep your house cooler in the summer.
That's a plus with our summers getting hotter. But one thing to keep in mind is noise. They can be quite noisy when it's raining, like a tap dancing symphony on your roof every time it rains.
So it really comes down to finding the right balance between those pros and cons and what fits your needs. And that's where our expertise at Homeworks comes in. We can assess your roof, your budget, and your style to recommend the best option.
Now, let's get to the part that everyone's probably dreading, the costs.
If you're just talking about minor repairs, a few tiles here and there, some flashing work, think of it like a nice weekend getaway, or maybe that gadget you've been eyeing. It's an expense, but not a complete budget buster.
But if you're looking at a full roof replacement, that's a bigger investment, more like a new car or a kitchen remodel. You could be looking at tens of thousands of pounds, depending on the size and complexity of your roof and the materials you choose.
That's why at Homeworks, we always provide detailed quotes. We include everything: materials, labour, any extras like scaffolding or waste removal. No hidden surprises.
And we encourage our clients to ask questions until they understand exactly what's included. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to something as important as your roof.
So how do you make that decision? repair or replace. Think of it like your car. Sometimes a tune-up is all you need, but eventually it gets to the point where it's just more cost-effective to trade it in for a newer model.
If you're just dealing with a few cracked tiles or a small leak, repairs might be the way to go. But if your roof is getting up there in years or it's showing a lot of wear and tear, then a full replacement might be the smarter choice.
I know some people try to put off that big expense by just adding a new layer of tiles on top of their older roof. But we never recommend that at Homeworks.
It's tempting, but it can actually cause more problems down the road. It's like putting a band-aid on a broken bone. You're not really fixing the underlying issue, and you could be putting extra stress on your roof structure.
Let's talk about planning permission. The good news is most roof repairs and replacements don't actually require planning permission. It falls under something called permitted development rights.
There are a few exceptions though. If your home is a listed building or in a conservation area, there might be some restrictions. And if you're making major changes to the roof structure or the look of it, you might need permission.
That's why we always advise our clients to check with their local council, just to be safe.
Now, let's fast forward a bit. You've chosen Omeworks as your contractor, you've picked your materials, and the work is underway. How long is this whole process going to take?
It varies depending on the size of your roof, the weather, and any unexpected challenges. But generally, a pitched roof replacement takes about 3 to 7 days.
Flat roofs are typically quicker. Those liquid applied systems like EPDM or fiberglass can be done much faster, sometimes even in just 24 to 48 hours.
Working in winter conditions can be tricky and might slow things down a bit, but at Homeworks, we'll keep you informed every step of the way. Communication is key.
Let's talk about warranties and guarantees. These are like your safety net, making sure you're covered if anything goes wrong.
At Homeworks, we offer both material warranties and workmanship guarantees. The material warranty is basically a promise from the manufacturer saying, hey, we stand behind our product.
And then we have our workmanship guarantees. This is our way of saying we did a good job and we're confident it'll last. Now, let's talk about maintenance. How do you keep your roof in tip-top shape and avoid those costly repairs down the line?
First and foremost, keep those gutters clean. Clogged gutters are a major cause of roof problems. They prevent water from draining properly, which can lead to leaks, damage to your fascia boards, even foundation problems. So it's not just about the roof itself, it's all connected. It's a good idea to inspect your roof regularly, especially after storms. Just look for any missing or damaged tiles, loose flashing, any signs of leaks.
Ventilation is another important one. Proper ventilation in your attic helps prevent moisture buildup, which can lead to mold, mildew, wood rot. You don't want any of that.
It's about more than just keeping the rain. It's about creating a healthy environment inside the roof structure.
And don't forget about those trees that are always hanging over roofs. Keep branches trimmed back away from your roof.
Falling branches can obviously cause damage, but they can also create shady, damp areas that are perfect for moss and algae growth. Moss and algae can trap moisture, which can deteriorate roofing materials and lead to leaks.
So we're keeping those gutters clean, inspecting our roofs regularly, ensuring proper ventilation, and keeping those trees trimmed back. It's a bit of work, but it's worth it in the long run.
A well-maintained roof can really save you a lot of headaches and money, and it protects one of your most valuable assets, your home. Roofs are a key design element in their own right. It's about finding that balance between form and function.
And that's where working with a skilled contractor like Omeworks is so important. We can help you make those design choices so you're not just slapping any old roof on your house.
We want something that looks good and performs well. That's the Homeworks approach.
Speaking of finding the right contractor, one thing to look for is online reviews. We're proud of our stellar ratings on Google Reviews and the client feedback on our website.
So we've covered a lot of ground here today, from those early warning signs to choosing the right materials and finding a trustworthy contractor.
And hopefully our listeners are now feeling a bit more empowered to take care of their roofs.
Knowledge is power. And now our listeners have the knowledge they need to make informed decisions about their roofs and hopefully avoid those costly surprises down the road.
So until next time, keep those roofs in tip-top shape. And remember, a strong roof means a strong home.
And peace of mind. If you've got any roofing questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to us at Omeworks Roofing. We're always here to help.
Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time on the Homeworks Roofing Podcast.
For roof repairs in Perth and surrounding areas, visit omeworksroofing.co.uk.